about advice for leaders striving to make an impact.
Most of our leaders have these common problems. It's always like me, I, myself. The leader, we should not be putting I, me, myself in the limelight. First thing, know where we are, how we can influence others, and also how we can make an impact, not only to ourselves, but also in people's life as well. Many of them can make this mistake as well. Is that you must listen to me. I'm your leader. Listen to me. I want to manage you. I want to control you. I'm your leader, so you have to listen to what I say. I think this is a very, very wrong thing to do. So many people ask me that, Simon, how do you manage yourself, and manage your team, manage your company, manage your staff? How do you do so well? I think the question is that, how do I manage myself first? Because first thing first, I cannot manage anyone, and I don't intend to manage anybody as well. I even ask some of them that, are you able to manage your wife or even manage your husband? I can tell you the question is no. No one can manage anyone. Even I cannot manage my children. But what is the thing that we want to manage? Is the agreement. The agreement that we want to manage. At the same time, we also need to manage ourselves in terms of emotion. Because there are certain things that come from others, we may not be pleasing to our leaders. But how do we manage our emotion at what time? And what are the reply or response that we want to make according to that? This is very important. The moment you know how to manage yourself and manage the agreement, I can tell you, you are able to lead a productive team. My final advice to all the leaders is to be able to manage yourself in any kind of situation.
Welcome to the Summit series of Voices of Courage Asia, where we celebrate leaders, change makers, and visionaries who embody courage and drive transformative impact. I'm your host today. My name is Lillian, and in this special series, we explore stories of resilience, leadership, and the bold steps taken to create meaningful change. Now, today, I have a very special guest, and our guest today is none other than Simon Yo. Hi, Simon.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Lillian, for inviting me to this recording.
Yes, thank you for setting aside your valuable time to, have this conversation today. We're going to extract some wisdom and nuggets of wisdom from you.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, just let me have a very quick introduction. Introduce Simon properly. He is the senior consultant and business coach and co-founder of MySphere Singapore. Right, Simon is a dynamic leader and entrepreneur with expertise in education, real estate, and innovation. As a co-founder of MySphere Singapore, he also empowers individuals through communications and leadership training while serving as a senior consultant at ERA Real Estate right now, right? So Simon, before I ask you to share a little bit more about yourself, I just want to do a shout out to our audience out there. If you are new to our channel, do subscribe, like, and share this episode so that more people out there can be inspired and receive the nuggets of wisdom from Simon. All right. So Simon, share with us a little bit more about yourself.
All right. As what you mentioned just now, I'm a senior consultant and a business coach at ERA. So before that, I think I started my entrepreneurship quite young, at the age of 22. And from there, I started to build a new business. And gradually, I went into property segment. And at the same time, I also try to explore myself into other business as well, like education and bakery. Yes. So during this journey, it is not during this journey is not easy. And but I think most importantly is that what we wanted to see is that to see success, and also to see how we can also help others to be successful as well.
Right. So Simon is one of our panel, one of the judges in our panel for the Her Courage Awards. Right. So do nominate the ladies out there that deserve the spotlight, and they are the unsung heroines, and they are inspiration to many. Right. We want to shine the spotlight on them. So do nominate them, and give Simon the hard time to select a recipient.
Come, bring it on.
Yes, nominate as many as you can, and then Simon and the rest of the judges will do their selection based on a set of criteria, of course. Yeah. So Simon, let's go into some of the questions that we have prepared for you. And first, I think let's look into your personal journey of leadership. the theme for this year is inspiring courage for transformative impact, right? So what does inspiring courage for transformative leadership means to you personally?
I think leadership is quite wide. I think personally, I feel that leadership is something that a person must take risk. When I say take risk, means that when you want to lead people, I think the first thing first that you need to do is that you need to clear all the obstacles and also the hurdle uh, for your team member. So when you take risk, when I say risk, it's not just about the obstacle and hurdle, but it's also something like very personal. It can be financial obstacle. It can be anything that hinder your growth as well. So risk can be with anything. So I think as a leader, you need to take risk first before you're able to lead your bank into the leadership path.
Right. And taking risk, and of course, we are talking about calculated risk here, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what inspired you to pursue a leadership role, and how has this journey influenced others?
In fact, I would say that I didn't know that whether it is inspired by someone else or is it because it is me born to be like that. I think I'm a person that I want to achieve, and when I do anything, I wanted to make sure that things are good and things can be planned out properly. And I cannot stand things like procrastinations. That's why I always make myself first to do something so that I can show it to others around me how to do it. So because of this kind of attitude and behaviors and characters, I think to me it's in me myself that I wanted to see things with a good outcome. So you will want to see things with a good outcome with your own imaginations or with your own strategies. I think it takes things to build, and I think most important thing is that you see through the whole process. So yes, so of course there are some people in my life that I can also model, and along the way I have a few mentors as well in my journey. Of course, all these mentors also contribute to my leadership as well. So because of all this contribution and also my own characters that I wanted to be a winner, that is why it actually sum up that it is in me today.
Right. I mean, there are definitely many factors that contributed to the decision that you eventually step up as a leader. Can you share one particular story that really stood out to you and like it really registered? Or probably it could be that pivotal moment where you decided to, okay, leadership is something that I need to embrace.
Okay,
Is
I
there
think
such a story?
yes. I think that's happened many years ago when I was still study in my secondary school. So I'm a sport person and I like sports. And during that time when I was at one, I like soccer. So I like soccer. So when I joined the soccer team, I definitely had to submit myself as a team member, as a player. So when I proceed to second year, and my captain resigned from the soccer team. So at that moment of time, I think the teacher is asking that, or maybe he's scouting who can be the next person that will take over the position. So without anyone asking, I just raise up. I say, let me be the captain of this team. I want to lead the team to win the matches. And that's how I started to become a leader at a young age.
That's why you discover that you have that quality of leadership, isn't it?
I don't say that I discover myself that I have that kind of quality as a leader, but I think it's the instinct that tells me that, hey, you should be the one that's standing up. Step up yourself and become the captain and lead the rest. So with that kind of instinct and the guts, I raise up my hand. I say, I want to be the captain. Let me take over and lead. I just say it to my teacher. And the teacher was impressed. He said, wow, okay.
Yeah, I mean that's on the hindsight. On the hindsight, now that you look back at this story, that's the moment that you discover that hey, actually you have the leadership quality. Right.
Yeah.
Let's dive a little bit deeper, as in like okay, now how about leadership style? How do you usually encourage and cultivate courage in the people or the teams that you lead?
Okay. I think when we talk about leadership styles, I think there are plenty of them around for people to go and Google. and we will go and study on who has this style, who will be using this style. I think to me personally in the corporate for many years, I think leadership style should not be just restrained to only one type. I think we come across many types. They can be a servant leader, they can be democratic leadership, so for example, transformation, transactions leadership. There are so many of them. I think it all boils down to a point that based on situation. At a point of time, in the different situation, at a different timing, you need to use different type of leadership style to manage the situation. I can give you one example. Like many years ago, my company it was trying to implement some technology. Yeah. So because during that time, many people are not ready for technology, but we need to do some transformation. So that is a time we need to transform ourselves into a transformative leader. That is, we need to lead. We need to lead the company. We need to lead the team and show example that that technology at that moment of time is the most needed things to do. So we had to lead the company as a man or even our employees, our staff into the transformative process. Yes.
Right.
So after we succeed that convince the people to go into technology, then we have to tell ourselves now it's time to move from transformation leadership to transactional leadership. Why is it so? Because you need people to really use the technology. Like implementing is no good, but you need to implement at the same time to use it. So by transformation yourself into from the transformative leadership to transactional, because we want to see results. That is the way how we do our transformation of leadership to different areas.
Right.
But sometimes we also want to let our staff or even our fellow members to have their own way of doing things. Then we will have to hands off. So this is another kind of leadership. We let them do first, and then we observe, and then we back. So this is another leadership. It's all depends on situation.
I think what I'm hearing is adaptability and being versatile, right? To be able to like shift gear, right? into different style when it's needed, right? So in your journey of leadership, I'm sure you work with women.
Yes.
Right? So because over here at our community, the Courage Women of Courage Asia community, right? And we advocate to build up the women so that they can partner with the male leaders, create a transformative impact in their respective sphere of influence. So how does how do you interact with women leaders in your journey?
Okay, I think first of all we need to identify that we don't differentiate ourselves as gender, female or male. In my leadership journey, I always treat everybody as one, meaning that I see you as a human. I don't see you as a lady. You don't see me as a male. You see me as a human. We are all human.
Okay.
When we have this kind of mindset, then you will see equality. If let's say a person stop to say, hey, you're a human, you are the lady, you are the lady leader, or the man, and we do things differently, then that is a different situation. When you see that person, you are the human, I'm the human, so we see everyone in us as equal. So with that kind of understanding, then we are able to, based on situation and also based on issue, to address problems. Then we were able to respect each other's views and opinions.
Right. Yeah. So yes, I totally agree with you that we should view everyone as individual human beings that have unique qualities and strengths. Yeah, I guess personally, that's my personal take. Yeah, to add on to what you have highlighted, and for the audience out there also, that besides the individual strength, unique strength and quality, I think personality plays a part. Our culture, our upbringing, and environment, the experiences, all this contributed to the qualities and strength, right? Yeah. For me, I feel that the gender is another layer, is another factor to differentiate the individual in their quality and strength. Yeah.
Definitely,
I'm not sure if you agree with that. Yeah.
I totally agree with that. Yes, I totally agree with that, because different situations we still need to bring back the gender as well. Because for certain situations, certain problems, men can't solve it. the beginning, and maybe they step in. I totally agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, even if we take the quality as a example or as a talking point, like a nurturing, someone who is nurturing, it doesn't have to be gender differentiated. Yeah, because some males are very nurturing as well, right? And although most females are more nurturing by nature, yeah, but that doesn't mean that males are not nurturing. Yeah, so it's
Yes.
just that what is, because of the gender, it probably helps in having that quality more dominant, more evident. Yeah, I mean that's my opinion, my personal opinion. Yeah, that's why we want to encourage and build up the women to discover their unique strength and quality, and then partner with the male leaders with yeah, whatever qualities that they have, and then together form a more powerful force.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Okay. That's a little bit about partnering with women leaders. And now, have you come across a women leader or a woman in your sphere of influence that has the fear of failure? And how would you advise her or encourage her to overcome that fear of failure?
Definitely, yes, I do come across some of them. I think it got to do a lot more with their upbringing and also their environment. So in order to help them to overcome that kind of fear, I think we need to help them to understand and be aware what's going on. So usually when we talk to, or maybe when we encounter um, these ladies or women, we will use this thing called transformative coaching method,
Mhm.
or maybe you call it a transformative coaching process. This transformative coaching process is a process to let the person to be aware what's going on, and then to help them to discover and uncover what they really need to do.
Mm.
So by doing that, they start to have that kind of self-prophecy that, oh, what can she do in the future? And what can she do now? And what can she do to make herself more stronger? Yes. So it's a process. So of course, besides knowing the process, having the process, you also need to know some of your story time, what's going on and what happened to them. So we're able to help them to uncover and discover what are the things that they do not know and what the things they know but they do not know.
Okay, right. It's really to journey with the person and provide that encouragement, that insights, and highlighting those blind spots like through that process and through whatever
Yes.
strategies and tools that you are adopting, right?
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now let's talk a little bit about the impact and transformation, because just now you used the word transformation, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and we are here all to like create, transformative impact, right? So what role does courage play in driving social impact and creating like a meaningful change in communities? Because we can keep talking about courage this, courage that, right? But how does it really look like, and what role does it play in driving, especially a social impact? Yeah, I really want to see courage, driving that. Yes.
I think it really make a lot of impact, and I'll say the impact is very big. I think I came across one lady when I was in my previous company. She decided to become an agent after attending certain course. And even though he decided to attend the course and becoming the agent, but there's a fear in her that she keep on thinking that she cannot do it because she has been as a housewife for many years, I think more than 10 years, and never stepped out of the house before to do any other things. And at the same time, she's also being betrayed by the husband. So in a way, she lost a lot of confidence, especially the man. So when she came to me and knowing that one of the coaches that wanted to train in the company, she really wanted to consult, ask some opinion, how can she start the company. So we kind of hold things short. So after giving her some advice, and she came to visit me a few times, and finally she gained the courage to do what she really wanted. The moment she decided what she wanted to do, I argue that impact was so beautiful because she had never did those things that in her life. For example, doing a presentation in front of a stranger, showing the property to many strangers, even do a negotiation and close a deal. And that process is so wonderful and beautiful. And she thanks me the moment she closed the first deal. because she said that she's going to use that process, and not only that, she's going to encourage herself, she's going to encourage everyone surround her that face the same issue with her. So you ask me the impact is very big. Today, she's one of the famous agents in the industry.
Right. Yeah. So the social impact element would be that she is inspiring other women to step out as well. Yeah. And through the platform, right? Each find their own financial independence or even financial freedom. And with that financial freedom, they are able to contribute to others, right? And I mean, whichever social causes that they are passionate or their hearts are drawn to, right?
Yes.
So for this lady, is there any particular community or social initiatives that she is actually championing?
Oh no, I did not know, because after that she left to another company, so we didn't get in touch anymore.
Right. But you had the privilege, the opportunity to journey with her for that season in her life. Yeah, that's wonderful. Yes, thank you so much for sharing that story. Yeah, and okay, let me see what else I want to ask you. What about advice for leaders striving to make an impact while staying true to their, to their authentic self, to their values? Yeah. Because sometimes when you want to create impact and then, you're so focused in the doing that you overlook in certain values. And have you come across these, and what advice would you give to the leaders out there?
Okay, I think I will want to advise on the leaders out there. I think most of our leaders have these common problems. It's always like me, I, myself. As a leader, if you always see that yourself is me, I, myself, I think that's a very biggest problem. As a biggest hurdle that you need to overcome first as a leader. As a leader, we should not be putting I, me, myself in the limelight. I think as a leader, we need to first thing know where we are, how we can influence others, and also how we can make impact not only to ourselves but also in people's life as well. So as a leader, I think many of them can make this mistake as well. Is that you must listen to me. I'm your leader. Listen to me. I want to manage you. I want to control you. I'm your leader, so you have to listen to what I say and follow what I do. I think this is a very, very wrong thing to do as a leader. So many people ask me that, Simon, how do you manage yourself, manage your team, manage your company, manage your staff? How do you do it so well? I think the question is that, how do I manage myself first? Because first thing first, I cannot manage anyone. And I don't intend to manage anybody as well. I even ask some of them that, are you able to manage a wife or even manage a husband? I can tell you the question is no. No one can manage anyone. Even I cannot manage my children. But what is the thing that we want to manage? It's the agreement. The agreement that we want to manage. At the same time, we also need to manage ourselves in terms of emotion, because there are certain things that come from others we may not be pleasing to our leaders. But how do we manage our emotion at the moment of time? And what are the reply or response that we want to make according to them? This is very important. The moment you know how to manage yourself and manage the agreement, I can tell you, you are able to lead a productive team. Because no one can be managed. At the same time, of course, with your own style and your example, you are able to influence your team member to also do the same thing. Because members sometimes they also lost control, they lost their emotion, and then things happen. And they say they can see you as a model, as a leader. Definitely, this is going to be better because they see that my leader is able to manage their self-control. I should learn from this lesson. So don't you think that if everyone has the same understanding and the same approach, the team is going to be very wonderful and good. So my final advice to all the leaders is that out there is to able to manage yourself in any kind of situation.
Right. Wow. Yeah. That one word just pop out, in my mind when you are describing all this, and that's self-leadership, personal leadership, self-leadership. If we can lead, we must first be able to lead ourselves.
Yeah.
Manage our mind, manage our thoughts, thinking life, our thoughts, right? Our emotions. Yeah. Before you like you say, we're not out there to manage anyone. Yeah, but I like what you said about managing the agreement that we're going to
Yes.
that we're all working towards. I think that's a very powerful goal there, right? Nuggets of a goal there to not to manage people, but
Yes.
rather to manage the outcome that we are all uh,
Yeah.
working towards achieving. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
correct.
thank you for that drop of wisdom over there. Yeah.
Because it's
So
very important because it's very important. Let's say anything goes wrong, we really have to go back to the agreement. What have we agreed upon initially?
mhm. Yeah. And also like, while working towards the goal of a common agreement, right? Agreement, we are also actually instinctively managing ourselves so that we can focus on the outcome, right? Rather than trying to manage the other party. Yeah. Okay, thanks for sharing that was really a powerful drop of wisdom over there. Now next I'm curious, like why do you even want to partner with us, and how do you think our communities like class living can contribute to fostering courageous women leaders? I mean, this is our mission and vision, so yeah.
Okay, I think it is me. It's in me because when I see good things, and especially for the community and for the social impact, definitely I want to see how I can contribute to the community as well to
Mm-hmm.
um, help the rest through my experience. That's why I ever approach you, hey, do you need a meal coach? I know that all your in your community, everyone's a female. So is it? So my thinking was that, oh, would it be an opportunity for a male leader to contribute as well in the community, so that we are able to balance certain things,
Mm.
certain approach. That's why I approach you. Hey, I want to see is there any way that I mean,
Yeah. Although what people see on the outside are mostly females, right? But actually, we do have a lot of male supporters behind the scene. Yeah. So yes, we partner like we want to walk the talk, right? We think that
yes,
we want to build up the women so that we can partner with the males. It's just that those
yeah,
males that are supporting us are behind the scene.
yeah, that's
Like
wonderful.
even my
It's good enough.
husband. Yeah, even my husband, right? Yeah, he's my mentor, he's my coach. Yeah, he
Yeah.
will highlight my blind spots, we will brainstorm and discuss. I will present to him, my challenges and all that, and he would advise me. So yes, male, we are not feminist here, right? A disclaimer. Yeah, we not extreme feminists, right? But we
Yeah.
we want to advocate the partnership between the male and female.
Mm.
So yeah, to answer your questions, yeah, we are open to have male partnership, community partners, right? We do have community partners who are actually male leaders who are running their business for a social impact. Yeah, so because class living is a social driven enterprise, so we really focus on business for good and business creating a social impact. Yeah, so yeah, I look forward to partner with you, right? And
Sure.
thanks for supporting us. Thanks for supporting us in being one of the judges to begin with.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
All right. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the summit. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
and what motivated you to participate in this year's summit? Yeah. And what does that mean to you, the summit?
I think it's very important. At least I am able to be part of the event because I can contribute and also can help to see through the whole journey, especially helping those women are looking for breakthrough.
Mm.
So I hope that through my participation, I can bring more value to class living and also to the community as well. And hopefully that in years to come, there will be many more women who will step forward and even join the community and help others as well. You can see that if the impact is very big, one person impact one person comparing with there's 1,000 impact 1,000, and it's going to have a greatest impact, and we'll just see more people, more women will be beneficial.
Yeah, thanks for having the heart to create impact together.
Yeah.
With us, through this summit, and we really hope that more women and males, to come forward, to really bring this into reality. Like we all have this dream and aspiration, and the world, the better world that we want to see. Yeah, but we can't do this alone. And we definitely need the support of everyone, that resonate with our vision and mission. So thank you for journeying with us. And I really appreciate what you have contributed,
Yes.
and will continue to contribute.
Definitely, no.
Okay, now, what do you hope the attendees will take away from the summit, particularly about courage and leadership? Because that's really what we are trying to drive across here. Yeah.
I think it's very important for the attendees, or maybe call it the audience or participants. For everything we do, definitely there is a thing in our head that called purpose. When a person wanted to join this event or participate in this event, there is a purpose why they want to come. Even though they want to become a leader, or they want to break through, there is a purpose why they want to do it. Purpose is not enough. I always tell people that when you have a purpose, it must be very clear. So you must have a purpose with clarity. Internal clarity is important. Why do you want to participate in this program? Or why do you want to participate in this event? The purpose must be very clear. Once you're clear with your purpose, then the purpose will tell you the real purpose.
Right. So being purpose driven. So to all the ladies and male and brothers and sisters out there, so the website is ready. The tickets that we are actually right now, the early bird rates are out, right? So you can go and secure your tickets, right? And learn from all our leaders, including Simon. You can't meet him in person, right? Because we have a special segment where the attendees can actually get up close and personal with our judges, our panelists, and our mentors. So do secure your tickets and bring your friends, bring your whole kampong, bring your whole community. And right, we also have the awards, right? Because you are one of the panel of judges.
Yes.
So definitely, so you're going to be selecting the nominees and who are going to be receiving the awards. So what advice would you give the award nominees as they prepare to take the stage and even, the opportunity to share their stories?
I think it's very important to identify and acknowledge one thing that God gave everyone a gift. So when you start and really to step up, you have to understand, identify, and acknowledge the gift that you are being given. Use the gift for greatest purpose.
Right. Yeah. So and be encouraged, right?
Yes.
And also another shout out, nominate the women in your life, right? Nominate the women in your sphere of influence, especially the unsung heroines. Yeah, there are many women out there that we know and they are doing a good work, right? But they are actually an inspiration to many if they are being put on, bring out into the light. So we want to acknowledge and shine the light on these women. So please do nominate. The nomination form is in the website. So go to hercourageleaders.com, right, and start nominating your friend. Right. Thank you very much, Simon, for your valuable time to have this conversation and share so many nuggets of wisdom. And for the audience out there, if you found inspiration in today's episode, I encourage you to take action. All right, just do it afraid. Take action. Whether it's stepping out of your comfort zone, embracing new opportunities, or supporting a cause that drives a positive change, like what we are doing here. Be part of, the Her Courage community, and let's together, create a change. Right. Stay connected with us also by subscribing, sharing, and leaving a review. right? If you'd like to connect with Simon, right, check out the links below. I'll put the links below, and you can connect with him in his social media platforms, right? Or even, the best is get to meet him in person at the summit.
Yes. I see
Yeah.
you guys there. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any last statement or words that you want to share with the audience?
Okay, maybe before we go, just share a little bit. Whatever thing we do, we don't just do it good, but we want to do it with great impact that those people surround us.
Thank you. Now, this has been another powerful episode of the Summit series on Voices of Courage Asia, where we inspire courage for transformative impact. So until next time, leading with courage and make a difference in the world. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.